as we see. So, why is the focus in the decarbonization of industrial processes? As you said, you can see lastly from this graph that you have on the slide, what we can see is that industrial heat is about 50% of the final energy consumption of industry, and the largest part actually is based on fossil fuels. So we see a large opportunity there, especially because all the modeling and analysis we have been doing indicate that if we want to achieve the 2050 goal, we have to reduce actually zero fossil fuels, and this will be largely replaced by electrification and partly by hydrogen. Now, this depends on the scenarios, so we indicative scenarios will be done. But it's certain is that there's a lot of potential in electrifying industrial heat. Why? Because especially now, only 4% of industrial heat is electrified. So there's a lot way to go. What's the reason? Well, fossil fuels are not cheap. This is the problem. That's why this instrument and we have in exactly this way. Why? Because it aims to fill in the cost gap between fossil fuels and electrification. The projects, we do have a number of electrification project innovation fund. If I recall, it's about 10% of our portfolio. But nevertheless, this is small compared to what we expect in the future. So we really want to support it. And okay, this we discussed. The objectives, what's important is the eligibility. And this took a lot of discussions where we were trying to narrow down where we focus. Again, I have to emphasize this is a pilot, so we wanted to focus on something and see the results. So where we decided to focus on projects that electrify industrial processing via technologies such as heat pumps, electric boilers, resistance heating, reduction heating, plasma process, etc. We also support projects that use direct renewable heat, and based on our analysis, basically these two main categories are solar thermal or geothermal, always for industrial processes. And finally, we also support hybrid projects, so combining both of the two categories. So this is where these are the eligible technologies for this work. And then again, we have discussions and consultations with our stakeholders. We ended up with 3 topics that basically we believe should cover and attract all the different stakeholders in the industry, in the different industries. So we'll have two topics of medium temperature heat, so between 100 and 400 degrees Celsius. So one will be for small scale, so for installations between 3 and 5 megawatts thermal, and one for larger than 5 megawatts. Now, for installations, between 5, we have a budget of 100 million euros, plus 30 million from the Spain as part of the option as a service, which was introduced before by the Commission for the Health option. I mean, not out of that money, for instance. And 350 million for the medium, for the larger scale, plus 30 for the Spanish. Of course, we won't be saying anything about the option as a service because this only concerns projects in Spain. No other country indicated it's in the list, at least for this year, maybe next year. The maximum amount will be for the project will be 100 million. Thirdly, I mean, this type of, for example, projects could be related to drying steam, for example. In relation to high temperature heat, well, there we have a budget of 500 million. This can cover the whole scale of installations, so above 3 megawatts thermal. It has to be above 400 degrees, so this concerns chemical industry, refineries, glass, and the maximum amount in the fund will be 250 million. Now, how does this work? again, which basically see as hydrogen oxide, and the point, the idea is here. So there's a level, there's a level for the heat, there's a levelized cost of heat, and basically, if somebody wants to replace it with, for example, electrified, then it can cover part of the cost, but not all of the cost. So in order to have incentive to do it, it needs a subsidy, a premium. So that's why this is a fixed premium option. What will happen is you will basically submit the fixed premium you want, which will be in euros per megawatt hours, and this will be translated into specific formulas, which we mentioned before, into heat converted into euros per tons of CO2. Why also CO2? Why? Because, as we said, it's a pilot for the industrial decarbonization bank, and the industrial decarbonization bank will be based on this carbon data. And then you will start the bids, and then you will find the clearing price. But the clearing price will be pay as bid. So, depending on what you ask, this is what we do. Is it just a bid? No, it's not just a bid. Exactly as the hydrogen auction, we have additional qualifications. This will be admissibility and eligibility. So it has to be admissible. So to follow all the rules that we described in the code, plus eligible. So it has to cover the eligibility aspects that we mentioned. For example, exactly what type of heat we are funding. This will be partial free criteria. The relevance, there are no resilience requirements as in the hydrogen auction. Why? Because we do not see that for heat equipment there is a risk or established dependencies, as we have, for example, with the electrolyzers in the hydrogen auction. So we have a very strong heat pump industry in Europe, so we think we are okay there. Quality, they do not significant harm. This is horizontal across all innovation controls, and financial capacity, legal entity check. Plus, there will be a number of mandatory documents, again quite similar to what we call discrete law. So if you want to spend time on this, you can find everything in the context. Now, how does it work?